What's up guys, Mark from Copy Glass here. I'm just going to be doing a video for you guys now on the Video Game Awards that happened on Friday night, Saturday morning UK time. Just give you a rundown of the kind of major categories and who the winners were for 2012 basically for the VGAs. Now obviously the Video Game Awards is kind of, the awards and things given out is not done by the public and things, it's done by an actual board that kind of, you know, review all the games and things and they kind of figure out what's best and things. But there are a couple of kind of viewer voted categories as well. So getting straight to it basically, we'll start off kind of lower down the scale and work our way up to the Game of the Year. Now in terms of the actual list itself, I'm going to cover, like I say, the major things. I'm not going to delve into, for instance, the best song in a video game, the best male character's voice, the best female character's voice, etc., which they did do at the VGAs, but I will put a full list of all the winners and things in the description for all the categories. But in the video I'm just going to kind of cover the major ones basically. Now first off, we're going to be looking at best DLC, which was won by Downguard for Skyrim, which at the moment is Xbox exclusive. It hasn't yet come to the PlayStation 3 because there is a lot of problems with that. But that was the winner of the best DLC category basically. I personally have given up on Skyrim. It's a bit too much of a big game for my opinion. I did start to play it and then after a while I just thought, okay, there's some other games out that maybe have a better storyline in terms of guiding me down a path. And obviously the rule is open world games, things, and I do prefer open world games like Grand Theft Auto for instance. But in terms of just story driven games, I've been playing a lot of Dishonored recently and also Call of Duty Black Ops just for the online features basically. Next up, which was a bit of a surprise for me, was best graphics, which was actually won by Halo 4, which is pretty much a brand new game and went straight to the top of the category to win basically. Now obviously it's designed by a brand new studio, 343 Studios, and it does look very impressive indeed. I'm hoping to get my hands on it very soon to kind of give you guys my thoughts and opinion on the game. But that was the winner of the best graphics category, which was Halo 4. In terms of best driving game, I personally thought it was going to be a toss-up between Forza Horizon and Need for Speed Most Wanted. And Need for Speed Most Wanted obviously had their foot on the throttle a bit more and came through as the winner of the best driving category. Again, haven't got my hands on that game yet, but from all the reviews and things giving it 8s, 9s and 10s, definitely a driving game to look out for if that is your kind of thing. In terms of best sports game, obviously this was a no-brainer in my opinion as well. FIFA 13, obviously straight to the top. I think on the day it was a very kind of high-selling game, a very fast-selling game as well. And you know, when I went into game when the game was actually released, for instance, at my local game store, the queues and things were insane. I was in there with Barry from Copy Glass getting an Xbox controller for his Mac, and we had to wait a very long time to get it, which was a bit of a disappointment, but again, it just shows that that game does still sell. In terms of best multiplayer game, that went to Borderlands 2, which was one of my best games of the year in my personal opinion. I love that game, and obviously the fact you can have 4-player drop-in, drop-out co-op and obviously do it online or split screen as well is a very high point for that, and again just makes the game kind of what it is. It's one of the kind of staples of Borderlands. If Borderlands came out and didn't have the 4-player co-op, would it be that good of a game? I'm not too sure. I personally don't think it would. Next up we have the best RPG, which stands for role-playing game, and again, although it came out towards the start of the year, there hasn't really been much since, and the winner of the best RPG went to Mass Effect 3, which I've actually got in the background here. Again, best in the series in my opinion out of 1 to 3. Mass Effect 3 was insane. A couple of things that kind of didn't maybe come true in terms of the initial trailer that came out. There was, you know, a guy in Big Ben in London and things. You didn't really get to explore that and things, but the actual game as a whole was amazing. The best action adventure game, again another one of my personal favourites that I have been playing a lot, that I mentioned a minute ago, is Dishonored. Again, that kind of went again straight to the top of the category because it is quite a new game, again by Bethesda Studios, so again Downguard and now obviously Dishonored, so 2 kind of awards so far for those guys. But yeah, again, a very good game. Like I say, if you watch my holiday gift guide that I've done not too long ago, that is one of my top 10 games to get if obviously you are looking to buy one for someone at Christmas. In terms of best shooter, now year on year this goes pretty much to Call of Duty. I think Modern Warfare 3 won it, Black Ops originally, etc. With Black Ops 2 out this year, I thought, okay, that's going to be the winner, that's it basically. But no, the best shooter category again went to Borderlands 2. So again, picking up best multiplayer and best shooter, so basically beating Call of Duty at what it's good at. So yeah, Borderlands 2 again winning for best shooter. Again, it's Probably down mainly to the multiplayer. It's not best story or anything like that, it's just best shooter overall. So again, that is best kind of played with multiple people and with the 4-player co-op. Best PC game, again, you know, I'm probably going to get ridiculed for saying this. Not too sure where they've got this category, because I personally haven't played a PC game in a very long time, and the winner of this PC game is actually on all available consoles as well. So the winner of Best PC Games goes to XCOM Unknown Enemy, which is kind of a top-down kind of turn-by-turn game. It's basically command and conquer style game where you've got like teams of kind of characters and you're fighting against the enemy. It's very point and click to do what you need to do kind of thing. Not my type of game, not my type of strategy, but again, if that is your kind of thing, then that was the winner of Best PC Game basically. Now the best Wii U or Wii title, they kind of changed it for Wii U just at the very end, because obviously the Wii U has been out in America for a while now, so they can include those games. And the winner was a Wii U game, which was New Super Mario Bros. U, which again is a very good game, obviously. Getting a bit samey now. Obviously it's just side-scrolling, you know, you're jumping on turtles and stuff and you're getting power-ups and things. But the big bonus with this one was the fact that it is now in HD, which is the first Mario game to actually be in HD in history, basically. So again, that's a good point. And it does look really good in HD. I did have a little go on it in HMV in town not long ago. So again, that does look very impressive. In terms of best PlayStation 3 game, again, a bit of a surprise. It was a game called Journey. Now, if you haven't really heard of Journey, I personally haven't really heard of it. I've seen screenshots and things. I didn't know it was out. I haven't played it. I'm not too sure what the story is, but it's kind of a very, from what I can tell from screenshots and gameplay footage that I've seen, it is just kind of a very therapeutic game. There's not a lot of action. It's not really a kind of action adventure game, shooter game. It is very kind of a, it reminds me a lot of that game that they had on the PlayStation 3, which was called, I think it was called Flower, where it was kind of like you're gliding through the hills and things. It's a bit like that, but in sand, and you are actually a person. Now, in terms of the best Xbox game, again, definitely going to happen. It was Halo 4. Again, just straight to the top, basically no competition at all. Again, being an Xbox exclusive probably kind of helped it as well. The other games that were in the best Xbox category, again, there were some kind of maybe not just Xbox exclusives, but that one there was the winner overall, which I can totally understand. Again, with the scores that it's getting of you know, 9 or 10 best Halo game ever, it was definitely going to be there. In terms of the studio of the year, obviously the studios are the people that make these games. They are the people that we have to thank for these games. So if you do play video games, or you know, you just enjoy games in general, then they are the people you have to thank, basically. They are the ones that make the great games, for instance like Bethesda, Activision, you know, you've got all those great companies. The winner of Studio of the Year was actually a kind of fairly new company called Telltale Games. Now, as far as I'm aware, I haven't done too much research, but the only game I can think of that springs to mind that they have done is the new Walking Dead game that is available at the moment. Obviously, you've got up to episode 5 now, which is, as far as I can tell, kind of the not the final episode, but it's kind of where they're going to do a break now. And again, a very good game and a very good studio, which then leads us on to the Game of the Year 2012, which was The Walking Dead, again by Telltale Games. Again, a very good game. I have played it. It is very good. It's not what you would expect from a Walking Dead game. I personally, when they announced it way back and when they did, I thought it was going to be an action game, maybe a first-person game or a third-person. You're killing lots of zombies and you're doing lots of stuff. But this is much more about the story between the main character and the little girl that he is protecting. And to be honest, in terms of kind of the actual story and the way that the game is done, it follows very, very closely to the emotion that you get from watching the actual TV series, which again, I am a huge fan of. If you know anything about myself, I absolutely love the Walking Dead TV show. It's the best TV show and it's amazing. So like I say, that was the Game of the Year, Walking Dead. It didn't kind of say which episode. I think it was just the Walking Dead collection overall, which you can now buy as a special collection pack around Christmas time, which does also come with the comic book to accompany that as well. So like I say, this is the end of the video now. Like I say, a bit of a long video. I didn't expect it to be this long, but like I said, that's your rundown of the VGAs that happened 2012. So like I say, obviously any of the games that won these categories, definitely go and pick any of them up, because obviously they are good, hence why they won. Like I say, if you go down to the description below, I will leave a full list of all the winners and the categories that they won, or I will just kind of run it at the end in kind of like a credit style. So like I said, I am Michael from Copy V Glass. This has been your look at the VGAs 2012, and I will catch you in the next video.